Welcome back to Bee Loft by LipTech. Today is Saturday, April 11th. We're out here at the farm apiary checking on these 7 hives, and I'm wondering about this middle hive here. I don't see any activity going on. See activity at all the other hives. A lot of activity at the first and last hive. They're doing quite well. It is 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. And we're going to check these hives out and see how they're doing. Add some boxes, hopefully. And I don't think they're quite ready for splits, but it's a good possibility. I have extra boxes. I have 3 deeps on this one here. This is normally the angry hive, so I will take care of that one last. Got 3 deeps at the end there. Otherwise, we got mediums, 2 deeps. This one's 3 deeps and a medium. So we'll see how they're all looking, and we'll go from there. Again, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so kind of late in the day. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. So I decided to open the middle hive first just to see what was going on here. And it is a dead out. We still got some sugar up top here. We had a pollen patty here that is partially eaten. But for some reason, these bees did not survive. So get rid of that sugar. Let's break this open, spread these apart. So I'll end up using these frames as resources for the other hives. We got dead beetles there. So yeah, there's some ants in here. Just a quick glance in. Frames look okay from what I'm seeing from above here, but for some reason the bees did not make it. I think it was February the last time I was here. Make sure I separate these first. Looks like they might have just died out, absconded. There's no bees in here at all. A lot of propolis. Pull this frame out. Yeah, it's empty. Nothing on it. So let's check that bottom board and see what that looks like. Yep, no bees at all. Bees absconded. Just some ants here. So let's scrape this board off. Just clear all this debris off of it. Hear me scraping it. Okay, so I'll just use this as resources for the other hives. And you can see this hive here has a little side entrance going on, and bees going in and out of that. So looks like this top part might be a little rotted, or at least that little corner is. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned and we'll check out these other hives and see how they're going. Okay, before I crack open this first hive on the end, I want to just show you all the bee activity going on here. Got quite a bit. Let's zoom in some more. There we go. And you can see the orange pollen there, and yellow pollen. A lot of activity coming out of this hive. So might throw one of those boxes on here just to add some weight or add some space to it. We'll see. And I can come back and make splits later. So let's go zoom back out here. What's going on here? Something tried to make a hole in the side of my box here. So let's crack this open. Make sure the camera's stable. Go in the top here. Give them some smoke. Lots of smoke. Let them chill for a second. There are a lot of bees in this hive. Let's crack that open. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't see anything up. There's a couple hive beetles on top here. Let's get rid of those. Oh, one flew away. Try to kill them before they fly. Hive beetles do fly. They don't just crawl around. But they seem to search for their spot to land in, or they seem to crawl first before they absolutely have to fly. Crack open this beetle trap here. Looks like we got lots of bees up here. Looking really good. Lots of honey too, from what I can see in there. On an angle you can see some honey down in there. So hopefully this isn't a top heavy hive. Yeah, it might be. Let's get inside here. Let's see here. Let's start out right here, I think. See if we can get this frame out. Now I got a beetle trap right here. But looks like it might be loose enough. We got some honey sticking out on that third frame. Let's hopefully I don't break too much open here. I'm breaking a little bit, killing a couple bees. Bring it up. There we are. And yeah, they're already packing in a lot of new honey. Let's get rid of this bee and that hive beetle. Get that beetle down. Come on. Try not to ruin this honey. There we go. Got rid of that beetle. You can see there's a lot of honey there that they're already packing in. I wrecked that side a little bit. See another hive beetle. So, oh, there's another hive beetle. Looks like we might have a beetle issue early on here. A lot of nectar coming in. Let's see if they put any brood up here. Oh, another heavy frame. Yep, we got some drone brood right out here in the end. You can see that in that burr comb. And a lot of pollen on this side. Lots of pollen in there, all different colors. Looking really good. But yeah, they can. We have to move these boxes around, do a little manipulation. I'm going to have to pull out this end frame, or end hive, end frame, before I put this frame back in. So, let's see if I can pop this one out. They're extending the comb down below, so it's grabbing on. And you can see right here where that was grabbing on, that little bit right there. And we got a little bit of brood right there. Let's check the rest of this frame. Let's see it. And we got a decent amount of brood on this side still. So, looks like the queen has been up here. So we're going to have to balance some resources. I'm going to go down to the next frame, or next box, and see how they're doing there. Take this box out, or frame out. Reverse these. Oh yeah, that's nice and empty there. I'm going to turn that around. We'll just put that up against that other frame. I'm going to take this beetle trap off. while I put this frame back in. Let's get that one over just a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's better. Let me get this comb off the top here. A little smoke. Take that off. There we go. And put the beetle trap back in on this side. There we go. All right, this is going to be a heavy box to pull off here. But that's okay. I'm going to pop it off. Oh my goodness, that is full of honey. Let's set it down there. And yeah, you can see here, we got some drones. Some drone brood right here. Looks like that, just force that drone to emerge early. See if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you can see right here, this drone's coming out a little early. And then you got these drones here. This is purple eye drone. So these drones would be ready in a couple weeks. So I might find some swarm cells in here. If I do, I will populate that other hive. So we'll see how that goes. Keep going on this hive here. I'm not going to show you all the hives. I'll just give you a wrap up on the end. But we'll explore this hive today. Unless I see something interesting on another hive, and then I can pop in there. It looks like we got some honey that I ripped open here and dripped down into this beetle trap. Let's see if I can calm these bees a little bit. Get them off this burr comb. Get that comb off. A lot of bees in here, so it's okay if I damage one or two of them, but I'm trying not to. Because, you know, when you kill bees, they aggravates the rest of the hive. You don't want to aggravate the hive. And I don't know anyone that really enjoys getting stung. So let's see what we got going on here. Queen might be up in that other box. I'm looking in between here. This is the fourth frame in. I'm not seeing any brood. Nope, there is some brood here. Yep, there we go. A lot of brood there. A lot of brood there. And there are, let's see if I can find the queen. I think there's eggs in here. Let's check the other side. Get my magnifying glass out. See what's going on. Oh yeah, the next frame over has got a real nice pattern. Show that to you in a second. Just want to verify if there's eggs in here. Occasional hive beetle going by. Check this side. Oh yeah, there's definitely some eggs down in this area here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. See if I can get the light just right. Can't tell if, through my veil if we're seeing this on the camera. Get closer. But there are eggs there. So it's good to know. Good to see. The queen's got to be nearby. I'm going to put this frame back in. Gently. These bees are being pretty calm, although they just went after my glove there. So let's give them a little smoke. There we go. That's a good amount of smoke. Check the weight here. Still pretty heavy. Oh yeah. We got bees all the way down. Don't want to do that. I wish I knew where the queen was here. I don't have time to look at every frame. I think I see a potential queen cell might be getting charged. I'm going to pull this open here. This box is doing great. This hive. And we've got quite a few beetles down here at the bottom. Let's see if we can get to them a little bit. Bees are trying to corral these beetles, which is good, but there are a lot of them. I'm going to try to smush them without smushing bees. There we go. Now I'm getting them. Yeah, this hive is doing really well. I mean, it's just packed with bees. And if I could figure out where this queen is at, there's a drone right there making lots of noise. I would split this hive today, but I don't have beetle crawling on me. Somehow a bee got in my veil. I think I just got it. So, oh yeah, I got it. Somehow it got in here. I don't know how, but it got in. And I don't know if it got my cheek or not. But bee got it in the veil. You might have heard it. Let me pull this frame out. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, they're packing that with pollen for sure. So we got a little brood down here. If I could find the queen, I would definitely split it. So we will see how this hive is doing. I'll set this stuff back in here gently. And how that bee got in my veil. Squeeze this back together. I'm going to check on the other hives. And I will let you know how things are turning out. But you can see this hive is packed. And I'm definitely going to have to put another box on top of it. But I'm hoping my swarm trap over there, if this hive does swarm in the next week or two, I might have to come back here next week and check for swarm cells. Keep them from swarming. Let's put this back together. Just trying to squish bees. Oh boy, that's a heavy one. Actually, I'm going to give them empty frame or empty box from that other hive right in between. We'll let them clean up these frames. And we'll see how they do. Smoke them down here. Getting all over the edges. Definitely going to have to come back to this hive next week, I think. So I'm going to get this frame down inside here. This is going to be 4 deeps. So hopefully when I come back next week, if there's a ton of queen cells and they're ready to swarm, then I can just split them into 2 boxes in piece, or maybe make a couple splits. So I got a lot of work to do this week in hive preparation, but I'm going to close this up and we'll move on to the next hive. I'll let you know how everything turns out here. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just want to wrap things up here. Sorry about this wobbliness of this. I'm just crawling on my leg, I think. So I had to get back in the first hive here because the third hive over there, that one that you can see right there, was queenless. I did not find any brood in there. Lots of bees still. So what I did is I found a charged queen cell from this hive, and I brought it over there. And then the hive at the end there, way down there, I put 2 frames of brood in here plus eggs. So they have plenty of resources to create another queen. Now I'm about to go into what I call the angry hive, and I want to show you what that looks like. It's 5 o'clock now. And hopefully the hive isn't angry today. It's late in the day, and that's always a bad time with an angry hive because that's when they come after you the most. So I'm going to get this off of here. Looks like I got some ants on top. So let's brush those off. Get those out of there. Some tiny little ants. We'll get rid of those and make sure we got our smoke fully charged. I'm going to smoke the heck out of the front. I'm going to crack this. This is a 3 deep hive. So I'm going to crack this here. There's probably a ton of smoke in there. Let it sit for a second. And hopefully this is not, yeah, look at all the smoke coming out. Hopefully they are not angry. There's a hive beetle. Let's see what these bees look like. So peel that back. Looks like they got a little bit in the seam here. I'm going to bring you around. So I got it right here in the middle. Not much on the outside. So let's grab my frame rest I left over here. I still got one more deep box from that dead out that was in the middle there. The 7 hives that were here. So I got to do some requeening this year. I think that's my problem, is my queens were too old. There's still a lot of honey on here. So I got to figure out which box, which hive I want to put that on still. I might just take it home and put it on a hive at home. Just trying to get more equipment out today, which I did. But wasn't planning on bringing extra boxes back home. So, okay, so it's all honey so far. And then you look down here and they got some wonky comb going in between the hive. You can see that down there. Let me grab the pen because my gloves do not work here. We can zoom in. There we go. You can see that wonky comb down there, way down at the bottom there. It's kind of sticking out. So the angry hive doesn't seem too angry. I don't think they're too full of bees right now. They got 3 deep boxes, so they have plenty of space. I'm going to pull these 2 frames over and look for brood in between the middle here. See if I can see any brood. Alright, let's pull this frame up. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Lots of brood, some drones. Got a lot of stuff at the bottom here going on. A little extra comb. So, a little brood on this side. Not too bad. You can see that brood there. This is the better side. And look, they got a queen cell. A couple of queen cells. There's one right there. You can see it right there in the middle. There's nothing in it. I'm going to crack that open, make sure there's nothing in it. Actually, I'm going to crack this one open on the bottom. Yeah, there's nothing this one on the bottom. So let's put this back together. So I'm going to give this one the extra box, I think, just to make sure they got plenty of room to grow into. Hopefully prevent a little swarming. If not, I will split this box, or at least take resources from it. I don't want to propagate these genetics if they're going to keep being angry. I don't like how they come around and attack me. So take this off. Oh, look at all those dead hive beetles right there. Bees trapped those good. And they are gone. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up right here. So it leaves us 6 hives here at the farm, and we have the one in the end has 4 deeps on it. So that's going to be my resource hive when I go to make my splits. I'll put that empty box in there, so when I come back in a week or so, they should be, hopefully the queens got into it and started laying some eggs, and gives them enough room to pause them. And hopefully that 3rd hive over that I put the queen cell in, or the charged cell, hopefully they continue to draw it out and get a queen in that one. I'll have to leave that one alone until May, check back in May. Because that queen cell that was in there now is probably 2 days old, maybe 3. And it takes 16 days. So that's the end of the month that it would emerge. And then give it a week into May. So that first week of May is when I'll have to check that one, but I'll come back and check these other hives. So thank you for watching Bee Loft by Liptak, and we'll see you on the next video.